How is everyone? Cracking on with this sketchbook series with a bit of fan art today. I had already sketched out this idea lightly, so here I'm just going over it to make sure the lines stand out a bit more so I wouldn't lose them once I started laying on the paint. So I decided to draw Muriel and Courage from Courage the Cowardly Dog. After my Mermaid Man painting, I realised how much I like drawing old people, all those wrinkles, and how much I love reinventing existing characters in my own style. Some people like to turn their noses up at fan art, and it's all got to be about originality and whatever, but no one can tell you what you're supposed to do with your art, and that applies in so many ways. I got a question on Tumblr the other day. I haven't got around to answering it yet, but hopefully you're watching. It was a question about whether I consider it okay to sketch things out with pencil before going over it with pen, to feel reliant on that sketching phase rather than just diving straight in with something more permanent like ink or paint. And for me, it's always just been like, do what you want, do what works for you. There's no right or wrong. If you're happy with the outcome, then that is all yours. And I always use pencil too, I don't care. As long as you're building your confidence and building your skills, and seriously, most importantly, enjoying what you do and not letting anyone put pressure on you to do things in a way that you don't want to, just do what works for you. And if you want to draw fan art, do that. I mean, obviously, if you're looking to pursue a career in art or you're putting together a portfolio to apply to an art school or something, then yeah, you're going to need a more diverse repertoire of skills. But if you're drawing because you want to draw and maybe share things online with people with similar interests, do that. I don't know if there's a huge Courage the Cowardly Dog fandom out there, but still. And I hope that wasn't all too preachy. I don't even know how I ended up on that tangent. Anyway, the painting itself, I wanted it to look like they were posing for a portrait, something that would be hung up in that creepy house, and I wanted the colours to be close to the cartoon but not too cartoony, a bit dirtier. It ended up looking a bit creepy, especially Courage. I wanted the purple in his fur to have a bit of a fleshy tone to it, and it all just looked a bit weird, but everything about that show was weird and creepy anyway, so I just went with it and almost amped up the weirdness. I lost a little bit of footage, but basically just finished off the background, again giving it quite a dirty, grungy look, and then painting a pattern on it like the wallpaper in their house. And then when it came to inking, I think this was my first time using this pen. I might be wrong. I'll have it linked below anyway if you want to check it out. But I picked it up after I saw it on Jake Parker's list of go-to art supplies. I like that it's like a brush pen but without the bristles. It's a bit more rigid, so I do think you get a bit more control with it, but you still get that difference in line weight when you use different pressure. I probably could have done with a finer point for the details. I do think it got a bit muddly around the eyes, and I don't think the paint was completely dry either, which won't have helped. But yeah, overall it turned out pretty much how I imagined it. I don't have much else to say, to be honest, so hopefully I've given a bit of helpful advice in this video. But yeah, till tomorrow guys, bye!